Day 6 of dropshipping. What ended up happening today is honestly, I was just letting the ads run so I can get data and all the metrics. And I ended up pausing it because certain metrics actually were good, but it got a certain metric, like for example, the CTR was actually pretty low. Like CTR all was actually low, which is surprising because I never really had a problem with that being low. But I guess I did kind of realize that the images I chose, like I ended up choosing them really fast and I didn't think much of it. So that's one thing I'm gonna fix. And also there were zero add to carts, so I saw that and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna pause this. I got somebody else's opinion and they were like, yeah, you should pause. Like, you should just pause because there's no add to carts, and obviously fix what you think needs to be fixed to improve the ads. And obviously I'm gonna keep what's working, but it was pretty much I think just the images I had to fix. That's what I was doing today after I turned or unpaused it or paused it. Um, I kind of I got confused a little because I didn't know what to do exactly, but I wasn't sure if I was if I needed to just edit the ad directly or if I had to duplicate it into the same ad set and edit it there. Or but then I realized okay, certain metrics aren't the best, so I'm just gonna basically take that because the metrics were pretty good, but certain things were bad. So I'm gonna take all of those, put them into a new campaign. Obviously change the copy because I didn't get any add to carts, and change the images. Probably end up changing the hooks too, so they, you know, a bit more appealing and obviously correlate with the rest of the copy. So there's pretty much everything I have to change, but in a way, the metrics were good. Like they did start off good, and I could see what I can fix to improve them. So yeah, I ended up really just watching a bunch of videos on okay, what specifically I need to fix and how to fix it and how to structure it. So it's a good clean test. So yeah, probably today really all I did was you know pause them, and then I basically read the metrics and wrote down on a Google Doc everything I needed to fix specifically, and that's what I'm gonna end up. I ended up doing some of it today, but I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. But tomorrow I'll just fix the copy, probably the middle to the end portion of it, to try and get those add to carts and that buying intent, and obviously create new images to get that CTR all up. Hopefully it was that, and the hooks help it. I'm gonna take my time a little bit more on the images and the hook, pretty much everything, but on the images especially, since I pretty much just got those images pretty quick the first time. Um, but yeah, it's really just that. Really hoping I probably end up putting the ads out tomorrow for sure in the afternoon after I fix everything. But yeah, that's something I realized because the last test I did, I ended up fixing the ads a little bit and they improved, but I just didn't fix it right. Pretty much just duplicated the ad and then fixed one thing and turned off the last one. And I realized that wasn't good because I couldn't really track the exact metrics that the new ad was gonna get since it was combined with all the other ones. So I realized okay, to structure it well and to read the correct metrics for the fixed or changed ad, I need to make a whole new campaign, same 5 desires, since they were getting pretty good top of funnel like metrics. Um, yeah, and then just push those out. And also I realized that like I don't have to spend like $150 on one specific campaign test. Like I can pause it at like 50 or 80 or 90, depending on like how bad the metrics get, or if I see that they're improving. Because back then I thought like when people said $150 per test, I thought, okay, I have to keep running it for $150 even if the ads are like bad. You have to wait until you see the final results. But then I realized that they mean, or you can still limit that budget if like you see a certain metric, like for example the CPC, cost per link click, or click through rate or whatever, or yeah, cost per link click. If that's too high, you can just turn it off. If CPMs are way too high, like my last test, they were like at 200 and I still kept running it. I should have been turned it off. But I'm learning, and I'm learning how to predict how the future metrics, or how the metrics might look like after a certain spend. And yeah, I'm pretty much right now I'm basically just learning how to fix the ads and improve them. And I also want to make a listicle or an advertorial for the product, since I think it might convert better, or push that conversion or that buying intent for the customer. Because I do feel like when they go on the product page, they think, okay, what is this? Like they need more information. But also, I don't know, because I'm already switching the copy and the images, and then I'm just not sure if I obviously haven't validated a desire, so I'm just not sure what I need to do exactly on that part. I do want to add an advertorial, but not sure. But I'm gonna figure it out. Do a little bit more research with AI, see what it thinks. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it for day 6.